This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Because Progressive offers discounts for paying in full, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help you when you need it, so your dollar goes a long way. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations.
About an hour ago, we kicked off the 5K a day. We have over $150,000 to give away in the coming weeks. This is not just a short-term thing. Every day, 5K a day, because the world is an expensive place to exist right now. We're trying to soften the blow just a little bit. Another chance at 1,000 just for texting. It's going to come up very soon. That's a hint. Very soon. Right now, though, we must sleaze with Leslie Fram.
People are still talking, from the Emmys the other night about dramatic weight loss from the one and only Kathy Bates. She's lost 100 pounds, right? And there were all these Ozempic rumors. She was really upset about that. And she talked about how she decided to lose weight after her diabetes diagnosis, of course, affecting her whole family. Quote, when they said diabetes, I figured out what to do slowly over years to lose weight. And then when Ozempic came along, I was able to lose the last 15 to 20 pounds and keep it off. So she's saying, I did it, but I did it towards the end and I did it responsibly. Doesn't matter. She did it, and now she's healthy.
Well, those afraid of needles, the pill apparently is very, imminent. It's about to come straight, and they're saying that you're getting 20% weight loss with that new pill and not the jab. And Jelly Roll has already lost, 200?
He doesn't even look like himself.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Did he do Ozempic? Did he say he did? He has to have.
I don't know what he said he did, but he looks good.
Yeah, he looks like you can't tell between he and Post Malone, for real.
Did you see where he said, his goal was to be on the cover of Men's Health next year?
Yeah. Well, obviously that's going to probably happen.
Of course. Why didn't we think about this? ABC is developing a new comedy pilot titled All's Fine, taking place at a food truck park in Austin, Texas. Two sisters who aspire to culinary success and dream of owning their own restaurant or food truck. I think it's kind of cute, actually. Why didn't anybody think about this before?
Does that have legs, though?
Maybe, if it's funny.
At a food truck park? Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. It could be kind of cute.
All right.
Yeah. More outpouring of love for the one and only Robert Redford. Last week, and this is even before his death, talk about somebody like Scarlett Johansson who worked with him when she was 12 and how he inspired her.
I read somewhere that you were inspired to direct when you were only 12 years old watching Robert Redford direct. What was it about that experience on set that inspired you to step into the director's chair?
I remember watching Bob choreograph a really complicated scene inside this riding arena, and he was trying to block it out and understand where the camera was going to go. And just, I think, watching him have command over that process and, his collaboration with our DP, Bob Richardson, and, and then watching him go from that to then, having this intimate conversation with myself as an actor. And it just seemed like a very interesting job and that there was a lot to do. And I like that. I like being busy on set. All as actors, we're always waiting all the time. And I think the process of, watching him on his feet, really taking control in that way felt, that seems like a pretty good job.
I love that he had a profound effect on her when she was only 12 years old. Speaking of acting, Megyn Kelly had this conversation with Charlie Sheen, and she kind of went into the whole, all the family are all actors, and then she asked him to kind of rate the family.
Who is the better actor? Charlie Sheen, Martin Sheen, or Emilio Estevez?
Wow. I think Dad's the best dramatic actor of the three of us. I think I may have a slight edge in the comedy department. And I think Emilio is more comfortable than Pop and myself with romantic stuff.
I can see that.
But I didn't answer your question, did I?
Who's going to get the Lifetime Achievement Award?
Hopefully Pop, but I think there's things that he can do that Emilio and I can't, stuff Emilio can do that Pop and I can't, and then finish that triad with the other two that can't.
Very diplomatic. I think something is brewing over there. I don't know what. He's so visible right now. I know it's to promote the Netflix thing, but there has to be some end game in this. I don't know what they're leading up to, but they're really working on his public perception.
Ooh, I didn't think about that. You're right. And he does have the book out as well. But do you think there's going to be some big announcement? Maybe Chuck Lorre brings him back in some way?
That's what I feel like we're working towards, because even the crier responses are setting that up.
And he's sober, right?
Yeah.
Barnes, I love that.
Could be totally wrong. I'm just reading between the lines, and we, I guess, shall see soon.
Well, I can't go another morning without giving you another really good Denzel Washington clip, right? Well, this one actually is a story from Josh Brolin, who's saying, I still don't understand Denzel.
Denzel was a hero of mine, and Denzel and I did American Gangster together. So I did this scene with Denzel, and Denzel had reworked the scene. He didn't change any lines, he just had reworked the scene. Lines here, you say you'd hold that line until the end. I said, okay. And then as we're going through the scenes, Denzel Washington, man, my hero. And I forgot a line, and I put my hand on his shoulder, and I asked for the line, and he hit my hand out, and he said, don't you ever touch me. And I was like, is he in character? And he looked at me right in the eye, and then I said, are we okay? And he said, yeah, we're okay. And I went on like that. I still don't know to this day, because every time I see Denzel, he puts his arms out and gives me the biggest hug, and I'm just like, I don't understand actors.
Was he in character? I don't know.
I don't know. I did work with Denzel.
What?
On Remember the Titans.
How are you just now dropping that nugget?
Well, I didn't work with him. I mean, on the same payroll, but I never saw him. Not once.
I do love Denzel.
He was nowhere to be found, but he looks so intimidating. I don't know who would go up and chit-chat with him.
Exactly. I got a little quiz for you. Best TV shows that never won a single Emmy.
Oh, God.
I saw this list and couldn't believe it. Lanny was asking me the other night, we were watching the Emmys, he's like, where are all the, Yellowstones? And
do they get buried? Why don't they? Why wouldn't?
They don't ever put any of the whole, Taylor Sheridan.
Well, Landman.
They never get nominated, ever.
Didn't Landman win something?
Mm-mm.
Oh, they didn't? Is that a shutout? Like they're just saying, we don't like you? Or is that...
I don't know if they just don't... They think it's more soapy. I have no idea, but
That's weird.
But here we go, and I'm going to give you the top 10 quickly. You tell me what you think one of the top 5 could be. TV shows never won a single Emmy. The Good Place at 10. Number 9, Hannibal. Oz at 8. Doctor Who at 7. Star Trek, the original series at 6. It's Always Sunny in Philly.
Really?
Which is number 5, which is that ongoing... that thing was such a long-running series. Any other guesses for you?
I have no idea.
Parks and Recreation at 4. And that was really popular.
Okay.
Number 3, Sons of Anarchy. This one surprised me at number 2, The Wire.
Really? Never.
The Wire. Ever. And number 1, Better Call Saul.
Wow.
That is your Celebrity Sleaze.
Everyone knows the legend of D.B. Cooper. But what if I told you there's an even better story out there? One with multiple aircraft hijackings, prison escapes, and so many twists and turns. I'm talking about the hit podcast, American Skyjacker, which is now an action-packed documentary coming to theaters and streaming this fall. Find out more at www.americanskyjacker.com and listen to our bonus episode of the podcast coming soon. American Skyjacker. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.